So today we're gonna make a bunch of little minions and use them to automate a base. We just need to come over here and find the shrine that we get them from. First, we need to collect some logs and aether shards, which we can get the logs from these bushes here by just poking it with our stick a whole bunch of times. And then coming over to this spunny corpse here, poke that a bunch of times, and there we get the aether. Might as well just clean up all of these little guys because they're kind of gross to look at. Ugh, why do you gotta do it like that? I'm sorry, little spunny, don't look. Also, these rocks here, you never know when you need rocks. So now we just take them over to here, put the logs and the aether inside, and then the shrine whirs to life. Oh, look, the little guy popped out. There he is, a little spark thing, a stumpy spark, which thankfully just gets stored in these little tokens. And once we have this little guy, we can throw him at a log there, or a tree, and then he'll start headbutting it until it turns into logs. Excellent. And then when he's done chopping that down, he'll pick up the logs and bring me, well, one of them at least. So we just put things back in here, and then we can actually put him to work so he can make more of his little friends. Oh, that's amazing. Look at him just rolling back and forth. He's having a great time. And there he just made a friend. So now both of these little guys are coming with me because we need to come over here and show this guy what we did. And he's like, wow, you made life? Put it to work, which is exactly what we're gonna do over here with the woodsman. We'll just need to collect all the ingredients to make a logger like he has here, so that once we give these to the woodsman over here, we can make our own logger like he has. So we come over to this giant tree here, and then once we plug the logger into it, we have an infinite source of wood. Now we just need to poke a few more of these corpses here for some aether, and then we make a few more of our little spark friends. We can put one of them to work on the logger here with a yeet. And then this little guy can come with me because we're gonna need a bit more aether, and I think this field spunny should be just the source for that. Go ahead and hit him once. Oh, poor little guy. But the aether is good for us, so we're fine there. Now we just need to find a few more and go, hiya!
No.
Go ahead and get it. Poor little guy tries to run away. Oh, that's so tragic. But it's for the greater good of me. Go ahead and bring me that aether, little guy. And it looks like there's another shrine here with a tablet next to it. What does that say? Capable of making an aether shard, but it's broken. Oh, well, we have the means of completing this quest right away. And okay, it's doing things. Oh, and it just opened up. So it can refine etheric pellets into shards. Neat. Thankfully, we have plenty of shards to work with. Let's go ahead and put this little guy to work doing that. And our little guy collected a whole thing of logs for us. That's great, because we need to make a lot more friends. But I don't need to do this myself. This new guy will go ahead and make his own friends. And all these shards have been crafted up beautifully. Woo! And now there's another one. Let's just have two working here and keep a constant supply of wood going in. Now they're making stumpies at a really fast rate. I love it. And this little guy doesn't even need help with the logging. Look at that speed. Oh, this is a container here. What do you have? Wow, lots of good stuff. Taking all of this, and this guy could definitely use some help making some shards. That's a little better, still not great, but at least they're given a full stack of shards, it looks like. I don't know if that's a full stack, that's just how much I have. Ooh, another container here. Hello, goodies. And it looks like these guys are done making all their stumpy friends. Make some more. Now I have 3 little guys running around behind me, which is great, because this person over here in the village, the quartermaster, wants some of them so I can get some dirt paths and barrels. Go ahead on over there, little guys. So now these stumpy friends can start to deliver resources. So first thing we need to do is set up a path from the logger here over to the shrine here, and then we throw some stumpies on the path here, and then they'll get to work transporting logs. That's amazing. He's just taking a free lap because he's so happy to have a job finally. And now once they deliver enough logs to the shrine, they start to work making more stumpies. I love it. And they're really fast at making the stumpies as well. And it looks like our friends over here are done converting all the aether shards. Can they turn a clump into a thing? No, they can't. Well, if that's all they have to do, then they're coming with me. We'll just take these guys and throw them on the path as well, so there's even more transport happening. So at this point, the input of the ingredients should keep up with the spark production. Good, very good. So we have even more sparks following us. Oh, these guys are so cute. We'll go ahead and throw another one in the logger to keep up with the transport happening. Nope. Or maybe not. Why'd you miss? Get on up there. There you go. We'll go ahead and keep these guys going as they are because they have a lot of aether to go through, especially if I just throw in more. Come along with me, little friends. Don't worry about the spunny just yet. Oh, and look at these little guys. They're demonstrating the paths for us. Oh, that's adorable. So we need to deliver 100 wooden logs. All right, well, let's go ahead and just halt all this production right now. And then we can set up a wooden barrel for them to bring stuff to instead. We just need to remove some of these paths here and redecorate so they can deliver straight to that. Now we can throw throw some guys in there. I feel like Captain Olimar. There we go, that's a steady supply there. And then looking at the map, it looks like there's another giant tree up here. Thankfully, ooh, there's 2 giant trees. Well, we only have enough resources to make 1 more of them, so we'll just put some guys to work up here, and then just make a path through the trees, and then place down another barrel. So now we have 2 lines of production. I love it. Ooh, and some more containers. Love me some freebies. There's also a lot more corpses over here. Oh, yikes. Go ahead and start gathering that, little buddy. So now we're just running back and forth to check on things over here with, wow, a full barrel already. Oh, this is perfect. The guy's gonna love this. That barrel filled up way quicker than I thought it would. Hello, I heard you like wood, so here's an absolute ton of it. So now we can make a saw bench. Let's get that set up right out here. Up the hill seems like a good place to put it. Hold everything, little friends. Or you know what? Instead of going straight from the tree to there, since we have a full barrel, maybe we can set up a line to go from the barrel to the saw bench. We'll just get 2 guys in there to begin with. And then if they run through, oh, they can't gather the barrel. That's too bad. So let's just get rid of the barrel here. And then these guys can run just straight from the tree to the saw bench. I almost called it a sawmill. It's just a bench. Oh, these guys are pretty slow. So let's just pick up the pace a little bit. There, now they're working, and they're actually working pretty fast too. Let's go ahead and give them a head start with all the wood that we have. Oh, it only goes up to 20. Okay, maybe we won't help them. They can help themselves. And these little guys are doing a great job, but they have better things to do with all that wood. So they get a saw bench over here. I don't know if I just lost all those resources, but oh well. But now I'm all out of sparks in my pocket. Thankfully, we had plenty stored up in the shrine. So we'll give the guy over here a friend to work with. And then we can also put some wood in this waypoint here for a bit of fast travel, I'm guessing. Oh, but that burns through the wood very quickly. Can I stack more in it? I guess not. So now this researcher over here has something to ask about. We can recreate the spark machines. Thankfully, we have all the things that he needs there, just every single spark that we have. And then enough of the aether shards here, so we can make a spark workbench. Ooh, I love that. And we can use it to make other types of sparks. And these need to be built on an ancient base. Oh, it's these things in the ground here. This one seems pretty close. And now we can make Stumpy sparks over here, just by plugging in all the resources that are needed here, and it starts working. Oh, I love it so much. So now we're really ramping up the amount of sparks we're producing. And let's see, if they fill up on the wood here, then I guess they could send it over to the waypoint here to fuel it. Once this timber thing is done producing, although that would take a while, and the waypoint up here is pretty out of the way. So we'll just let this production run as is and not worry about it. So I think what we can do instead is have the path come up to this spark producer up here. And then in the case that gets full, they can loop back around to the sawmill here. Since we're not really making a whole lot of planks, or at least using them. We're making a bunch, but we're not really using them. The sparks seem to be a much more important thing right now. At least until I can split the path and have them go in separate places. Who knows if I'll get that though, this is a demo. And then we'll just use everything we've collected to grab a whole bunch of Stumpy sparks, because the mayor wants them apparently. And since we're not doing a whole lot over here, let's just go ahead and claim back all of these little guys over here, including the ones on the logger. I love seeing all these little guys run around. There's so many of them, but this path is going to need a lot more of these little guys to keep up with everything. So why don't we just speed this up by throwing them all on here? They'll be happy to do the work as they just wait in line. Look at all these little guys go. Oh, that's beautiful. So we can just sit here and collect all the sparks. And they're actually too efficient. They're full on production. At least that gives the saw bench things to work on like I had wanted. Everything is coming together. And amazingly, the logger is keeping up on all of this demand as well. Since this is taking long enough, let's just go ahead and set up a second spark bench somewhere. Right over here, next to this one. So once they go past that path, they can come around to this one. And then on back to join back over here. Since they take the immediate turn, we don't need this path anyway. And then we just make our own generous aether deposit. There, now the wood is getting used a lot more effectively. They just have to make the long trek back once their hands are empty. Or they don't even have hands, their heads are empty, but look at those eyes, those heads are always empty. We are gonna need a little bit more ether, so it's time to go hunting. Go at them, little guys. Just a simple bonk on the head. Oh, that's so grim. But that doesn't mean we're gonna stop there. Go and get him. Yeah. And then he's already going on to the next one. Oh, he's on a murder spree. I love it. So proud of these little guys. There's a lot of aether bases set up over here. We could set up something maybe, but our production over here is working well enough. These guys that dumped off their supply are just waiting for the loggers to go through. But now I'll just call over some of these guys on the path because now we have enough little sparks to satisfy the mayor. Hello, mayor. I have no idea what you're going to do with all these sparks, but here you go. So she's happy that the sparks are working as well as they are. And ooh, a merchant? Do we get to talk to the merchant over here? Hello. That's an interesting hairdo you have. Sometimes wild animals attack. Hunt some spunnies? Sure, all of my little sparks are especially good at that. We just need to find more of them because I've already reduced their population quite a bit. Here's another one. Yeet. Whoa, what is this carcass here? A beelephant. Can I harvest it? He can. Oh, it takes a while. Let's just send all of them on it. This should have quite a bit of aether, hopefully. And whoa, it certainly did. An etheric orb. Nice. That lets us make another logger if we wanted. But we're also here just to hunt down some spunnies, so we'll handle that. And this guy over here just forgets about the spunny entirely and hunts a rock. Good job, little buddy. You do you. So now we just hunt down all the spunnies that we needed. Now, I'm not sure if 10 sparks are going to be enough, so why don't we just pull away some of these workers here. So we have 27 little sparks to work with. And then where would you even find a beelephant? Let's go ahead and search up here. Past all the spunny corpses. Those weren't me, I promise. Okay, we're starting to see some birch trees now. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's adorable. I don't want to kill those things. He's just walking up and munching on berries. Oh, he's like, what's his name from the Teletubbies, the vacuum cleaner. Oh, it's so cute sounding too. All right, I should probably put him down before I get attached. Go and jump on in there. And okay, that's a big attack. Oh no, he stunned them all. Oh, that doesn't work for me. Call these guys back and then send them in again. Oh no, he's killing them. I'll kill him faster with everybody involved. Oh, dodge that, dodge that. Ah! Oh, he stunned them again. Well, at least he's going down pretty reasonably. And there he's dead. We killed the beelephant. I don't know if I feel proud about that. And one just marched on and killed a spunny. Ooh, but at least all these guys brought me the goodies. And amazingly, we only lost 4 little sparks. We'll send you guys back on the chain of production. Make sure you're going the correct way this time. Hello, merchant man. I killed an adorable bee. Are you happy? I suppose he is. Made something that can manufacture an army. Yeah, I suppose I did. Ooh, this guy's talking about another spark machine. So we just have to find it? So we need to find the ancient shrine that's over here. We were already over there though. Hopefully he has a new kind of spark for us. Little shrine thingy, where are you? Oh, that is a new kind of stump. Spark thing. A crafty spark. Ooh. Yeah, just go ahead and plug those in. That's easy to make. Oh, yep, we're in the life. Aha! A crafty spark. Does that mean we unlocked the recipe? Okay, we didn't, but we still should be able to use them. So if we take out the 2 sparks that are here and then put in the crafty ones, then they're working way faster than the stumpies. Oh, I love it. And look at them. They're just bashing the aether back and forth. It's like playing bongos. But now we're making stumpies even quicker. That's so cool. So now we give the woodsman the sawn timber that we have. And now he gives us the recipe to make wooden panels. And then he'll give us a new building to assemble things. A wooden blade? Ooh. Okay, so this guy knows about the other sparks like the crafty ones that we made. Aha, and this is where we get the route changer things like the crossing and all that. We're just gonna need a lot of wooden panels for this, which thankfully is a recipe in the sawmill thing. So in order to make a trusty wooden panel production, we'll probably need a second road to go between some of the things here. First, we'll move this saw bench over to here, so the output is on the inside, and then we set up a second one to go here, and then a road to go between the two, from the output to the input. Now we make sure that you are making the panels, so he collects the lumber and then delivers it to the thing. It needs 4 of those though, so let's put 4 little guys in. And they all just go marching in a line. It's beautiful. And now we're making wooden panels. That was actually really quick, but I know how we can make it even quicker. We just need to find the crafty spark shrine again. I see, it uses stumpy sparks to make the things. But we also need wooden panels. Thankfully, there's some dumped out on the side here. So they'll just get that production underway. We'll check on them in a little bit. And I'm thinking for the other workbenches, we can just put the materials in as we need them. So let's just get rid of everybody here. And then we'll move this again so our little guys don't have to travel as far. And now they're starting to walk the wrong way. What are you doing, you sillies? There, now that's working a lot better. And then we'll put those crafty guys in here instead, because that makes them really good at chopping down the timber, or I guess sawing the timber. Now we're getting plenty of wooden panels to make more of those crafty little things. We just need to keep up the production over here. And there we have the crafties following us. Oh, look at the little guys. And we should have enough to assign them to each of the buildings that we have set up already. Even though these loggers really don't need any more speed, I really want to see it happen. They're able to crank out 90 wooden logs a minute. Oh my goodness. And then we'll set up a barrel over here that a singular spark can just run things back and forth between. She's got the shortest path to go. Oh, that's kind of tragic, but I love it so much. And then before I forget, I should probably give this guy the 3 etheric pellets that he wants. So now legally we can use the waypoints. So we should be able to fast travel straight to the village. And our little guys have produced enough wooden panels to make our logistics person happy. That means we can throw in some signs. Now it looks like production here has slowed down quite a bit, so let's set up another saw bench. And then these guys can just walk around on a loop. And I will throw a few more stumpies onto this path. So hopefully we can keep up with the log production on both ends. There we go. So now this saw bench is reaching capacity, and then they can move on and supply the next one. Excellent. More saw and lumber being made. So what we need to do is get enough of these crafty sparks made. We should be able to return to our weird science friend and then turn those things in. So now we have the recipe for crafty sparks. We don't have to run back and forth anymore. We can just make these guys right in our base. There, it's beautiful. And then we can set up a few more logistic things over here. Let's just empty this barrel and delete it before he does anything with it. Poor little guy is so lost and confused now. But what we'll do instead is place down a crate right over here. So instead we can tell our little friend to bring the wooden panels over here. Now all it takes is a little friend to be on this path, and we have a beautiful line for crafty spark production. As long as we have a path for the stumpy sparks to go in, we'll need to set up this guy to be a constant supply of stumpy sparks. So now this guy can carry his friends that are tokens over to the container here. That seems so twisted in a weird sort of way, but I like it because the more crafty sparks that we make, the better. And speaking of crafty sparks, we have some made up here so that we can trade out these two for even more stumpy production. But before we get too carried away here, let's just triple our saw and timber production so that once we collect enough wooden panels, we can turn them in with this guy to make him really happy. So he gives us a wood workshop and wooden blades to work with. Not sure what I can do with those yet, but all in all, I'd say we have a very good production of sparks and other things, especially with all these guys working together so nicely. This is a beautiful little work base that we have. So if you guys want to see more of Oddsparks, then be sure to let me know. It's a very fun demo. You should check it out on Steam. Thank you guys very much for watching, and sub to Intern. And thanks to the channel members, including Bread, Ancient Elixir One, Corby Farm, Dakota C, Donamoto, Devion X, Lucas S, Splattersex, The Real Nickname, Hateful Herald, Peggy Sue, Drew Belong, TJ, Seriously Sarcastic, Angel, Lily Bites, The Miner Within, DeGarrity, and Sans.